Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zikry Nafez. Today, I would like to present about impact of COVID-19 evident from nation stock market. Okay, the title for this article is Impact of COVID-19 Evident from Malaysian Stock Market. And the researcher for this article is Kelvin Yong Ming Lee, from University Malaysia Sarawak, Muhammad Jais, University Malaysia Sarawak, Chia Wen Chan from ASEAN Metropolitan University. Alright. And this article published in 2020, and the journal for this article is International Journal of Business and Society, volume 21, number 2. And the article covers the KLCI and 13 other sectoral indices. And the purpose of this article is to investigate the impact of COVID-19 on the Malaysian stock market and provide insight and implication for investor and researcher. Okay, the main problem identified in this article is the lack of a comprehensive analysis of the impact of COVID-19 on the Malaysian stock market. While the article implies the main hypothesis that the COVID-19 outbreak has significant adverse effects on most sectors in the Malaysian stock market, except for essential sector. It also suggests the potential impact of Brent oil price and volatility indices on market performance. And the key term for this article is related to the study. It is such as COVID-19, pandemic, stock market, sectorial indices, OLS, regulation analysis, Brent oil price, and volatility index are defined. Okay, we move to the literature review. The first one is relevance of cited sources. The literature review emphasizes the importance of citing relevant sources, including academic article, report, and news article. These sources provide the device information and insight on the impact of COVID-19 on the Malaysia stock market and the economy. The inclusion of various types of sources enrich the understanding of the subject matters, contributing to the depth and comprehensive of the study. The second one is balancing breadth and depth in the literature review. The review highlight the challenge of balancing the breadth and depth of literature review. It emphasizes the risk associated with a review that is too broad or too narrow. Striking the right balance is crucial, ensuring that the literature review captures a variety of perspectives while monitoring and maintaining depth. This balance contributes to the relevance and diversity of sources, enhancing the overall quality of the literature review. Okay, the third one is currency and reliability of sources. The literature review underscores the need to check the currency and reliability of its sources, particularly in a rapidly changing environment influenced by technology, society, and politics. And despite most sources being recent and from reputable academic or professional sources. And the last but not least is absence of bias in research method is in this article. The literature review explicitly address the issue of bias in research study and evaluate its presence in the reviews article. It identified various types of bias such as selection bias, measurement bias, publication bias, and researcher bias. The crucial point here is the assertion that there is no evidence of bias in this article or reporting of finding in the review article. Okay, we move to the design and procedure. The first one is OLS. It is ordinary least square regression analysis. The study employ OLS regression analysis as the research methodology. This statistical technique is used to test the relationship between COVID-19 related variable and stock indices. OLS regression is widely used in econometric to analyze the relationship between independent and dependent variable. We move to the second point. It is dependent and independent variable. This study used stock indices, specifically the KLCI and 13 sectorial indices as dependent variable. These indices represent the performance of different sectors in the Malaysian stock market. And for the independent variable, in this article, it is confirmed case and debts in Malaysia, China, and US, Brent oil price, and financial market volatility, capturing the effect of the pandemic and external factor on the stock market. And we move to the third point. It is diagnostic test for regression model. The article conduct diagnostic test to check for multicollinearity or autocorrelation and heteroscedasticity problem in the regression model. This step ensure the robustness of regression analysis by identifying and addressing potential issue that could affect the reliability of the result. And we move to the sampling and data collection. Sampling and data collection. It is the study utilize daily data from 1st January 2020 to 18 April 2020 without employing specific sampling technique. Data is collected from various sources such as Worldometer, WHO, investing.com, and Bloomberg. Okay, we move to the data and presentation. Method used for data analysis is the article employ several methods for data analysis, including the descriptive statistic, correlation analysis, OLS, regression analysis, and feasible generalized least square, FGLS analysis. These methods are chosen to explore the relationship between COVID-19 related variable and stock indices, addressing potential issues like multicollinearity, autocorrelation, and heteroscedasticity in the regression model. And we move to the second point. It is quantitative data and variable. The study utilized quantitative data, specifically daily data from 1st January 2020 to 18 April 2020 to investigate the impact of COVID-19 outbreak on the Malaysian stock market. Dependent variable for this article is include KLCI and 13 sectorial indices, while independent variable comprise COVID-19 related variable confirmed case and deaths in Malaysia, China, and US, Brent oil price, and financial market volatility. Okay, last but not least, it is limitation and direction for future research. While the article does not explicitly discuss weakness in the research methodology, it acknowledges limitation. This include the potential presence of unobserved variable affecting the relation between COVID-19 and stock indexes. Okay, we move to the conclusion and implication. For the conclusion for this article is that the study conclude that the COVID-19 outbreak had significant adverse effect on most sector in the Malaysian stock market, with expectation for defensive sector or essential sector. And the implication for investor and researcher for this article is the article discuss implication for investor and researcher. Investor are advised to be aware of risks and opportunities associated with different sectors during the pandemic. Researcher can use the study as a reference for future research on the impact of COVID-19 on the stock market. All right, that's all from me. Anything question?
I have question. Based on your article, how did the COVID-19 impact the various sector in Malaysian stock market according to the study conducted?
The study reveals significant adverse effect on most sector, except for essential sector such as health sector and some consumer goods remains relatively stable compared to sectors such as tourism and hospitality, which were significantly impacted. Right, that's all from me. Thank you. Let's stop.